in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do that. They don't want
on 2nd down, here's Barkley. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. He couldn't get the edge there, wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Right there, 54, right there.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, well, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Love. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10. Before he's out of bounds.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Crawl.
3rd and 2, Lock. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at
The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Barkley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Barkley.
Tight down. There you go.
20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off of play action, Lock. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Show it up. The 44-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Barkley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
This is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On first down, Barkley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, Barkley, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
I'm on. Check. Switch. He's coming.
On the run, it's Barkley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Ed Oliver in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And Rosas puts this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Love. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Love. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Hey, wahoo! Double dog, that's the way. Mike 1, Mike.
They're going to go. It's Locke. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Khalil Mack. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Come on, set. 60 out low. 56. Watch that screen.
On 1st down, Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, yeah.
4 yards on the pickup.
Check out. Kill.
The 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, Barkley. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
You ain't going nowhere.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the 1st half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch one.
A final shot before the break. Locke forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. They are going for it. It's Locke. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Chargers. Dean leads to a touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Eluding the pressure right. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Khalil Mack, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting.
Brings up
Yeah,
2nd and
baby!
7
Yeah!
at the 30-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get ready! Get ready! Get ready!
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Right back to Coleman here on first down. He can't get him down. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Slam. Let's go, Mexico. 12. Hey, Echo.
From the gun, here's Locke. Flush to his right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more.
Here we go.
They're going to try and throw, escaping the pressure right. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
easy, alert. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet.
From the 39, Luck. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
5. I got one. Here we go, One's the mic. Watch one.
Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Go. Right, 674. Back. Right, 674.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Luck now to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared. And
they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On second down, Elliott. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Luck. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Running 18 Gator. There, right there, 56. Sweet. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Check 3. Check 50.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They will run again with Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.